Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. To my new subscribers, thank you for joining me. For those who came over from Let's Get Fit, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Today, I'd like to talk about the advantages of keeping a weight loss journal. If you follow me for a while, that you know that I like to start off my videos with a quote. And my quote is about accountability. Accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. You just have to be accountable to yourself. You have to remember that. You know, you're the only one. You might sneak into the kitchen and sneak like a quick bite of a candy or a cookie or something and think that nobody sees you, but your body knows, and it's going to track that for sure. You have to remember that successful long-term weight loss is about making small changes in your everyday life, whether it's changes in your eating habits or your exercise or just your simple routines. You don't have to jump in at the deep end to a pool. You can like wade in. Like when you're in the ocean or in the lake or something like that, you have to start at the shoreline and you have to work your way to a deeper, 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 deeper. And unless you're a strong swimmer, you don't go in over your head. And I think that if you dive into the deep end and you're not prepared for what you want to do, you're jumping into your overhead, and you're not going to have any success because you're gonna drown. And by that I mean, if you commit to this 100% wholeheartedly right at the beginning and you deprive yourself of everything that you want, you're not going to stick with this. You're just not. Try to do like little baby steps, like wading into the lake, like I'm saying. It's just change one little thing each day until after a week or two you've changed so much that you don't really even miss it. I'm trying to think of an example. You know, like mine, definitely, this is like a really good example. I would start off my day and I'd have a can of pop. I don't drink coffee. At the time, I didn't drink tea. I like tea, but I just didn't drink tea. I'd have a can of pop. And then I would get to work and I'd have another can of pop while I was sitting at my desk working. And then you go on break, I had another can of pop. Then I went to lunch, I had another can of pop. You go on an afternoon break, another can of pop. Are we seeing a pattern here? Because I drank a lot of pop. I really drank a lot of pop. But my simple thing that I did at the beginning was I didn't have that can of pop when I woke up. I waited till I went for my morning break. And then after a couple days, I decided I'm either going to have one at my morning break or my afternoon break. And after a week or two, then I decided I'm not going to have one at break at all. I'm just going to have it with my lunch. And then I was missing the pop in the morning because I needed that little caffeine jolt. So I thought, you know, I'm going to have a cup of tea. And, you know, slowly but surely, I made little progress that way. When I first started walking, it was difficult for me. I could barely walk around the block, and it just took everything out of me. And I learned that just staying with it a little bit, each day I went a little bit farther, a little bit farther. Now I'm almost up to 3 miles again. I'm doing pretty good. So it's just, you got to be accountable, and you got to make small changes every day. Tiny, tiny changes that you don't think really make a difference, but if you can eliminate one little thing each day, after a while you don't even miss it. But one of the reasons why you want to keep a journal is because it's going to track things that you might not remember. Do you really remember what you ate last week? Do you remember how many times you went for a walk or what exercise you did? If you write it in a journal, you're going to remember. If you ever go on trial, you can refer to your journal and say, this is what I was doing on this particular day. I know, I watch too many crime shows. I read too many crime books. I was amazed when they go, well, where were you on September 15th, 2017? How I know where I was? But I can go in my journal and I can look and I can say, well, this is where I was. This is what I did. This is what I ate. That's what I want to do. But what you want to do is clarify and focus. Oh, this is reasons why you should keep a journal. I should have told you that. Duh. How come you're not reading my mind? Because it's scary in there. It's scary. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Back up, back up. But anyway, you want to, these are reasons why you want to keep a journal. The first one is because it clarifies and focuses on your gains and losses. You know, you don't have to join a Weight Watcher group or you don't have to join any kind of a group if you have your own little journal. I have my journal here. Let me show you. It's just a notebook. It's just a notebook. And I keep track in there. like jot little things down, thoughts and things like that. But and if you put down your goal, don't look at the far end of the pond or the river or the lake or the pool and say, oh, I got to lose, like I have to lose 130 pounds. I'm not looking there. I'm looking for 10 pounds. I'm looking to get into the next set of numbers. I was 229 the other day. I'm looking to get down to 219. That's my ultimate goal. So I have my Weight Watchers book that I keep track of my weight, but I could put it in a journal, but I have it in my Weight Watchers book. Number 2, you want to break down your goals, like I just said. Mine is just a 10-pound increments. I'm not looking at the big picture. And I've lost 75 pounds not looking at the big picture. I just still can't believe that I was 75 pounds heavier. I just really still can't believe it. Number 3, it plans your future eating. I plan out in the morning what I'm going to eat for the day. I don't go too far in advance, but if you're planning your meals when you're shopping, it helps you that way too. Number 4, well, I told you that. It keeps track of your progress. Number 5 is it's a better understanding of our eating habits and our portions. You kind of think when you measure it out, do you really want to write that down, that you had a cup of this or a cup of that? It makes you accountable. Number 6, it breaks unhealthy and emotional eating. If you really got to think about what you're going to be writing down, you're going to think twice about having it, because I'm thinking, oh, I got to get my journal out. I got to write this down. It gets too much with that. Number 7, it improves your nutrition. If you're going to write it down, you're going to write down, hey, I had a cup of nuts or a quarter cup of nuts rather than I had 17 Oreo cookies or a row of the Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies. I can eat the whole row. I can. I freeze them. That's another subject. That's not good. Don't listen. Blah, 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 blah. It's all back in my mouth. You didn't hear it. It helps you from stopping unconscious eating. It makes you more conscious of what you're eating. How many times have you just reached in the bag and reached in the bag and reached in the bag, and you're not thinking? But if you measure it out and put it in a bowl, and then you put it in a tracking in a book, you're going to remember it. It also helps you understand your relationship with food. A lot of times I'll write down something in the book, and I have the journal that I show you. I also have another journal that you don't see. That's my secret journal, and I put my emotions in there. I do say, like, oh, I ate this because, and I ate that because of this or because of that, or I was good because of this or that. Different things like that. Just thoughts of, people that piss you off during the day. You just write. And then, sometimes I just rip it out, throw it. It was nice to get it written down. I got it out. I didn't hurt anybody's feelings, because, you can always say something and people may forgive you, but they're never going to forget it. And they say they will, but they don't, because I have a memory of people that hurt me. But anyway, you provide a record of your successes. Don't do it every single day. A lot of people weigh themselves every day, but only put your weight in there once a week, and at the same time with basically the same clothing on, because that'll help you. And it doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to take a lot of time. You don't have to go and get the fancy book and put the stickers in and do this and do that. It's nice if you want to do it and you have the time for it, but this is just a simple book that I write in, and that's it. And the things that you want to focus on is your weight loss goal, your daily activities and exercise, the amount of food and liquids that you had for the day, put the current weight once a week, and if you take measurements, put your body measurements in there once a month. Don't do that a lot. Once a month should be enough. And then later on, when you get a little more time, kind of note down how you slept, what your energy level's like now, and your emotions. Just all these little simple things will work. Because you got to remember, successful weight loss isn't about making big, huge changes. It's about making small changes every day in your life. And you can start any day of the year on this journal. You don't have to wait until January 1st. You just get a notebook and you start with today's date, and it doesn't cost you that much, and you'll be glad that you did. So I really do think there's a lot of advantage of keeping a weight loss journal. Hopefully this helped you. If you think it'll help somebody, please share. Please hit the subscribe button down below. Give me a big like, and come back to my channel. I'm really looking forward to growing this channel, and if you have any questions for me, also let me know when your birthday is. I love to sing birthdays, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. But you know what? Speaking of birthdays, I do have a birthday today. It's Sammy over at West Virginia Running Down. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sammy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. My family loves the cha-cha-cha. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.